So I wanted to kind of like allude to something kind of from my last video. Um because my last video is me, talking about like depression and whatever, and not receiving any sort of benefits for being a bodybuilder throughout all these few years, despite being very gifted. It seems like everyone else is like, not everyone else, but like, some of the, like, it's like Sam Sulek and stuff, like those people, they blew up and now they're rich and famous, which I don't want that to that extent. I just want to be able to have it pay my bills. But yeah, so yeah, right now, for example, I'm dealing with an ear infection. I can't hear anything out of my left ear now. So this is the kind of luck I have. This is like how shit goes for me. It's all right, it's whatever. I lost like 5 pounds overnight. I'm trying to eat more and keep it going. Keep my weight to maintain a little bit while my body's fighting off this infection. But yeah, it's just funny. Like this is what I get. I just get hit with nonstop setbacks. The last week I was having too much milk, and I was like intolerant to the milk. So yeah, I lost 5 pounds. I was kind of sick, like more on the toilet there. But yeah, with this ear infection, this caused some issues with, like, I woke up the other day, and I was about to eat, but I got overwhelmed and I got all dizzy, and then I kind of fell to the floor. I had to call my aunt to come pick me up. She was the only one around, so she took me to urgent care, and it turns out I have an infection in my ear, causing all these issues, dizziness and like nauseousness, and so I threw up on the way there, and all this stuff, and but yeah, like this is kind of like how it is for me. This is some typical shit right here. But nothing gets me down. This is like no excuse. I have no excuse to ever stop. Nothing will stop me. I've had these, like, I've had other infections where I had the worst headache in my life, and for 2 weeks, and that was pretty that was crazy. How it made me feel. Kind of had the vertigo too from that, and also my stomach was like, it felt like it was like eating itself. It felt like there was like bacteria, like a flesh eating bacteria in my stomach. Like, that's how I could describe it. And I was like kind of hunched over all the time, and I was having like gastric problem. Like I couldn't, like, like that reflex where there's nothing, it's like you want to throw up, but it doesn't, there's nothing there, just kind of, air. And so I went through this ringer with this shit, right? I've had these blood panels and shit be all very, very colorful in a bad way, basically, I'm like high everything. I've had panels just high everything, blood in the urine. I've had all these all these little scares and shit, and where I would train for, like, I would do a leg day, and I'd train, and then I'd be laid up in bed for like 3 days, sick, because because my immune system was weak, and all this shit. So this is something that was kind of a freak thing, and I guess it just came out of nowhere, and it's all right. It's whatever. It is what it is. I have antibiotics. I have ear drops now for it, and so it will probably go away within a few more days. And but yeah, this is like what, the misfortune, I guess, of like of like what I deal with, but also like what when I go down, I come back up all the time. No reason. I don't, I'm not like, oh, I'm giving up on everything, never. So I never did that. I've had infections in my shoulder, everywhere, like so I've had all this shit happen to me, and I just won't quit. I'll never quit. I'm crazy like that. Like I tell people, I'm like, yeah, I don't care if it's shit, if bodybuilding like ends up killing me, I mean, like, I want to have good quality of life and stuff, but like, I do right now. I'm hell bent on making anything work, and I'm, willing to do what it takes, but I am also conscious of my health, and I'm trying to, and I gotta get blood panels and all this stuff, right? Make sure we're all right, and which I'm confident we are, because it's been like only a few months since my clean blood panel, so yeah, I wouldn't, yeah, so that's all probably good, and yeah, just gonna fight off this infection, and and maybe we're in for some good karma and good fortune here in a few days after this, another setback. Um, but yeah, I guess like, and if you're in some similar situation, just keep going, and like if you want to do this, for sure, keep pursuing it, and keep on it, keep tenacious, like just keep building upon it, and something good will eventually happen for you. It's like, it's inevitable. Like, you make these videos, or like YouTube videos, or yeah, anything, Instagram, or you're on any sort of platform. um it's inevitable. Someone will see you if you're good at what you do, and someone will see you, and maybe that will change your life. Maybe uh something big will come out of something. You never know. Just don't quit. Don't quit, and then the opportunity is there. And when it presents itself, jump on it. Thank you guys. Take care.